Hey everybody, it's Ben and Karen. Go us,
How's it going?
mainly etc. We'll do the same kind of thing yesterday, except for me being on the road to 2700, I'll be on the road to 2750. So that'll be better, I guess. Yay.
You're going to do that at the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to 2700 my last game, and I got it exactly. Yeah, I was 2698, then I lost all my games. So I was like 2681, which is where I started, and then I went back. Man, I played this has never happened to me before, but yesterday I was playing so badly, losing games that can't be lost. I felt feeble and bad and old and stuff. But that's happened a lot. What hasn't happened is that happened in my dreams last night. I was trying to do something in chess and I couldn't. I was like, I'm old and feeble. I can't do anything. And that was in my dreams. In my dreams, I still can't play good. Man. Punter Face subscribed. Yesterday, this would happen.
Punter Face.
This happened like 4 times yesterday. I have a better position, not winning, but like +1. And then I have 40 seconds and they have 20 seconds. So I'm going to win. Then I hang all my pieces. I have nothing, and I lose on time. And that happened like 4 times yesterday. I'm like, well, what happened? I can't finish a game. I hang one game I couldn't lose. I hung all my pieces. I hung all of them. He just took all my pieces.
Yay.
And I was like, what?
Thank you, Sir Percival.
And I still got to 2700, even though I can't play anymore. Yeah.
Thank you, the only florist.
Yeah,
Hey,
no wonder good players are 3000 because they actually play good.
hey, Farnsley.
Thanks, Sir Percival. You're the Percivalist. And thank you, Karen, for subscribing at Tier 3 before you got here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it automatically renewed.
Yeah, it was like 44 months, too.
Old hands.
Bad move, Ben. He was bad move, Ben. Baddest moves in the whole damn stream.
Who has old hands, Talhante?
Better than Kazim Janov. Meaner than Joe Bava. Ba-dum. That was good. I got a good alliteration there, and I picked good people. Thanks, Xenoid, for 400 bits.
Hey, Thaddeus, how's it going?
The Lakers get a lot of attention for a bad team. The Lakers are one of the worst teams in the West, and their good players never play, so they're even worse. That's all everybody talks about is the Lakers. They're no good. They have a 0% chance to make the play-in game. Everybody's like, ooh, the Lakers make the playoffs? And if they do, will they win?
I wouldn't care if I never heard of them again.
What? Yeah. Who, the Lakers?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've heard of one player on the Lakers. LeBron James.
Yeah.
And possibly Anthony Davis. But the reason you would have heard of Anthony Davis because of his nickname, Unibrow. So he's got the one,
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, Kobe used to play for them. No, Lakers are just a bad team. But for some reason, people are like, the Lakers, hooray.
Where are the Lakers now?
Los Angeles
Los
Lakers.
Angeles.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I wish I could be in LA right now.
Now, what's funny is the
have
New
a
York
tournament
the
going
New
on.
York Knicks are always bad, and they won 7 games in a row. So they're not bad this year. I've never heard of anything like it.
I agree, Thaddeus.
I mean, like Bernard King, he was a good player, but that was the 70s.
You can't help it, the only florist.
Yeah, Celtics are good. There's 3 good teams in the East. There's the Celtics, the 76ers, Karen's favorite team, and Milwaukee. Milwaukee won 15 games in a row at least. Maybe they won more. Yeah, with Giannis. Okay, now let's see if Karen wants $1 trillion. Giannis Antetokounmpo, what's his nickname?
The Greek Freak.
Yes. Yeah, we need that $1 trillion.
Where's that money?
That's good. Man, I didn't think you were gonna get that. That was good.
I had to dig pretty deep,
Yeah, that was good.
real deep, but I found
Yeah, they
it.
win every game, the Bucks. So he must be good. Yeah, I like Drew Holiday because of the way he spells Drew. That guy spelled it correctly. Jrue. That's not. I've never heard anybody spelling it like that. Hooray! And so forth. Also, I don't want to scare you, but Giannis Antetokounmpo is not the only Antetokounmpo on his team. Oh, snap! His brother also plays on the team. He's like the last guy off the bench. Like when they're up 40 and they put all their reserves in, he's the last reserve they put in.
Aw.
Yeah.
How much would a player like that make a year?
Like the worst player on the team?
Yeah.
I don't know, $1.5 million a year. Something like that. There's a league minimum. It might be $1 million or something. Like where you have to pay him a certain minimum.
Oh, I see. I had such a nice day.
You did?
Yeah.
So you played poker.
I spent several hours studying poker.
Oh, it's because you didn't treadmill. That's why. So you got more poker.
I was going to say that. Yeah. So, well, you were asleep for part of my day. But I studied poker. I watched some videos and read some articles. And then I did a poker tournament online. And then I skipped my 2-hour workout for the first time in about 3 weeks.
You feel better not working out. Speaking of not working out, it's Panda Chess Academy.
Hey, Panda Chess Academy.
He used to work out a lot. I'm guessing he doesn't anymore because he has a wife and kids.
Yeah, it's hard to do.
And he's in his 40s, but he used to go to the gym.
Well, I skipped my 2-hour treadmill today for the. You have to back me up. I've been doing 2 hours.
2 hours a day every day. Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just decided I needed a day off. I was feeling tired. And then, and I waited a little too late in the day to start it. So I'm going to get up in the morning and I'm going to go to the gym and do 2 hours.
Look what Panda Chess Academy said.
You have what's a Peloton?
That's that thing that's like a bike, but it talks to you.
Oh.
That's the thing that kills people.
Weights and Concept 2 indoor rower. Okay, so you have a home gym.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not weak.
Me strong.
Yeah. Panda Chess Academy is the only chess player I know who's obviously funnier than me. Some might be funnier than me, but it's obvious he's funnier than me. That's the part. I mean, I know him in person. He'd make me laugh all the time.
Yeah. Hey, life in a northern town. Who lifts a lot? That's a national master. Now I know there's a FIDE master that's pretty buff, as we've previously discussed, but I can't think of a national master that you might be referring to.
I think he just became a FIDE master.
Can't he?
Yeah. Might be talking about the same guy.
In the last 6 months, but he, I don't know who the national master is that lifts a lot of weights. Man, you know what poker person lifts a lot of weights?
Who's that?
Actually, let me just first of all say, a lot of the poker people are really into fitness. Berkey, it's like a lifestyle. Landon Tice, but Melissa Schubert, man, I don't remember now the way, but like she's showing like her squats and her deadlift. It was like a lot of weight for a woman.
D-Negs, go vegans. So on one of the high stakes poker shows, like in the last 3-4 weeks, D-Negs was on, and he spent like 20 minutes talking about chess with everybody.
Oh, really?
He was like, this happened, and that, and then he says, I play this gambit, and then this happened, and then that guy, and he went on and on and on. He was talking to all the players about chess, on chess.com mainly. The problem with D-Negs is when he plays on chess.com, he only plays where you have a day or two a move. He doesn't play any like live games.
Oh, he doesn't?
Yeah, he only plays where you get to think a day or two or 3 days or whatever.
Yeah, I enjoyed, when he was in PogChamps.
That's trying to learn his favorite idea, PogChamps, but he spells Pog differently.
Yeah. Our friend, who I can't say his name on the stream, but he comes. I know him in person, and he comes on the stream. He was Anyway, he knows all those guys.
Mm-hmm.
D-Negs, Phil, and...
His favorite rock group is AC/DC.
Huh? Oh, I get it. So now
That's him, right?
Yeah. So I'm hoping that he can help me get on to the Max Payne Monday one day when I'm better at poker than I am currently. I would love to get on there. Mike Matisow. He was on Max Payne Monday recently. I think he was on, or maybe he was on the higher stakes.
Look at this. He says he can bench about 385. Panda Chess Academy.
You can bench 385?
Yeah, he's not lying either. He lifts weights a lot. He used to. I guess he still does.
That's pretty good. Hey, Big Daddy, back when I went to the gym a lot, when I was much younger, I was never trying to lift a lot, but I could lift. I'm gonna have to guess because I don't remember exactly, but it was definitely the bar plus probably 30 pounds, so 75 pounds. I could lift, bench press a lot.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, Big Daddy.
I was mainly into running, but I did a lot of weights too. Now I'm just turned into a marshmallow. I got to get it back somehow. So
in Michigan, there was a guy who was the president of Michigan Chess Association, and he did a lot of chess stuff. But the point of the story is, when he was 103, they have a tournament every year for him, and he died when he was 104. He was 103. He married that woman that used to come to our club from the senior home. Well, she wasn't from the senior home, but she was the older woman.
Virginia?
Yeah, yes. And they were married. Virginia was his nurse. And that woman was 40 years younger than him.
Wow.
That's how old this guy is, okay? And they got married eventually. And and she was like 1900, 2000 at her peak, 70 years ago. Mm-hmm. And he says, I can beat my wife as long as I don't have to prove it. So, which is funny in two reasons, because one is like the battery part where he can beat his wife, but he also couldn't. He was 103, so he couldn't. Whether you make a joke or not, he can't do it. But his peak rating was 1500, so he wasn't beating her like ever. Like he could never beat her.
Was it Vanderveer?
You're close, Vandenberg. Well, you confuse Vanderveer with Vandenberg. God damn, Panda Chess Academy. Vanderveer's a 1900 player who's like my age. Well, he's older than me. He's 10 years older than me.
I made myself a platform for deadlifting my car.
Vanderveer was the short, crazier one, right? Vanderveer, I'm giving him chess lessons, okay? Mm-hmm. And he says, yeah. Last weekend I went to Detroit and I met this woman and so forth. And eventually she came back here, and he lived like in Flint. So, I mean, that's like 60 miles. And then he says, when I woke up, she was gone and my car was gone. This is the story he's telling me. And then they found my car abandoned in Detroit like 4 days later.
When does the chess start? When we're done.
This is the chess.
Well, when we're done rambling about various topics, we'll get it going.
That's right, Panda Chess Academy.
But
I thought we'll do puzzles first, then we'll do blindfold. We can do it the other way if you want.
Puzzles first is fun. Yeah, you just gotta learn how to go with the flow. Mm-hmm. Don't be so demanding in life. Sometimes if it's not the way you want it to be, maybe it's even better if you just adjust your thinking. Of course, that does not apply to all situations.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Okay, we're white, and we're going this way, even though there's no pawns.
Mm-hmm. I'm in a good mood because I skipped my 2-hour workout. You are right, I am in a good mood. And then, so I didn't have to do that today, and I just did poker all day and relaxed and had a good life today. And I'm going to karaoke.
You're going back to karaoke. Karaoke. I don't think so.
See, so go there.
We've had this before.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does look vaguely familiar. I have part of an answer. Let me try it again. Just go there. So that didn't work.
I figured it out eventually. Bonarici's banned for his answer. Oh, I didn't know that you closed Panda Chess Academy.
Yeah, I didn't either.
And then you opened it back up after 3 years. Oh, probably because of the pandemic. I didn't think of that. Well, congrats.
We're not going to reopen our chess club, but it's still there under different ownership.
My wife was pregnant with numero dos, and you had no job. That was good. Good timing.
Then you go there.
Zoom lessons are better than in person. That's what most teachers say. I just don't like them. Leor ACDF has not only a good answer, but the best part was I give up. That was the best part of his answer. Confused John's answer is very confused.
I'm just not sure where the response will be.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, okay, so I think there are a couple of ideas for the first move.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going to go with knight c3.
Correct. Then he's going to play rook d4 check.
Okay, so we got some stalemate worries.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now I can continue looking
Mhm.
because I didn't know what was going to happen. All right. So if I go there, and a stalemate. So I can't go there.
Nice Panda Chess Academy. I agree with all that. Yeah, Pochel died in his 80s. And then I think Vandenberg was 104, 105 when he died. And Karklin's dad died, and he was 98 or 99. He was 99. And the younger Karklin's is still alive, I think. Although he's probably in his late 70s.
King b3.
Right. Then after King b3 is going to go here.
All right, we'll go ahead and do it. All right, let me just look again. I didn't even look at that move.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the chat didn't seem to see this or this. The chat's like, I don't know. I mean, that's the puzzles. You have to see the defense. So you have to think for hours. Rawr.
Well, I mean, I didn't see it either, so I guess.
But you
I don't
still get all the right
credit for it.
moves.
Well,
still get them all right. Yeah, the chat just.
I understood what was going to happen. I didn't take the time to look at all the different variations because I figured we would just move and then I would do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that's cheating, so. I mean, you don't want to be here all week.
As long as you play the right moves, you're getting it right.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, Miriata Day subscribed. Viva Italia. I don't know if you were here, but Miriata Day said last stream he'd never been to the Sistine Chapel.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's true. That she wrote that giant telephone book, not her dad. Yeah, I don't know.
If I go there, then you might go there. Oh no, but then the knight's there. So rook b5.
Here?
Yeah.
Then rook b8, and it trades rooks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you picked this so he wouldn't keep attacking your rook sideways.
Well, go ahead. I don't know. I don't want to take all day.
Yeah. So you play rook b4. That way, if he plays rook b8, you can block with your knight.
Oh yeah.
If he plays rook d4, then you can go here. Because then he can't play rook.
Darn.
Yeah. Yeah.
I knew that concept. I just couldn't figure out how to maneuver.
It's only 2671. It seems harder than that.
That's dumb.
Right after rook d4, then you play rook b5 because he can't play rook here anymore.
Yeah, I gave up too quickly. I'm not doing that next time. You guys are just going to have to wait.
Yeah, don't ever give up.
You remember this from a prior stream? I don't have, I'm not even good Reiku.
The funny part
I don't remember shit.
about Susan Polgar is that if she says something on Twitter, like I did this or somebody else did this, it's likely that that's not even her tweeting, that it's Paul. That's why it's funny.
Oh,
That
really?
somebody else, yeah, usually it's just him tweeting as her. He's the business guy. Yeah, it's sort of like when our YouTube editor tweets as me, because I don't know.
Yeah, but those are obviously not your tweets.
I hope
And
so.
I think it even says Hootsuite.
Yeah.
But yeah, I might even say post.
If I was doing it, it would say tout suite, because je parle français. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a strange relationship. But you know her, right? I don't. Or do you know? Yeah, I don't.
We're like that, son. So Susan Polgar has the same birth year as me, and she has the same birth date as my mom. So I know when her birthday is. You can't trick me. Okay, I know the answer. I don't remember this. And everybody's like, we've had this on a previous stream. I don't even remember it.
They're talking about the last pestle, the
Oh.
one that you even said you thought we'd had it before.
Oh, yeah.
The one that the knight, the shield.
Yeah, I'm 69. That's right, Starson.
Let's see if you go there.
Panda Chess Academy bringing up ancient history. I like that. Talking about people in Michigan from 35 years ago and the Polgar Truong from 20 years ago. I like it. You know who else does that when they talk to me? Stuart Rachels. Stuart's like, remember on The Simpsons 33 years ago when this happened? I'm like, all right. I'm like, what? He always does. He talks about stuff that happened 34 years ago.
Yeah, but you know all those episodes. I was going to say Rook A to E8.
It's not Rook A8, and the reason is because there's no threat. You can't take that because he takes and plays mate. So I would have
yeah.
I would have time.
Oh yeah.
I would play rook e3, and then I could move my bishop because I wouldn't lose my rook. So you have to play an immediate threat, and it's not f5 because bishop d5 is check. So I looked at this, and then I looked at this, and by process of elimination, I found the right move. I had to eliminate the other moves first. And that move is always retreat.
Yeah. Go
He
ahead.
has to go here. Then there's no check, and there's nothing he can do. And what I would do if I was the computer is I would go here, and then I already figured out how to beat that. Actually, it can't go there because rook takes and bishop takes both win. Because if he plays rook here, check, you play rook back. So I don't know what he's going to do here. I didn't see that move. I didn't know what he was, because this move loses it for two reasons. I mean, it's pretty easy. You just take 32-42. What? That was like 2,300.
I don't know. I thought it was hard.
32-42. I must admit, nobody in the chat wrote bishop f5, so I don't know.
Ann Arbor has the most chess strength per capita in the world.
He's kidding.
Oh.
Yeah, what he meant was St. Louis. St. Louis has like 25 grandmasters.
Yeah.
Do any good chess players live in Ann Arbor? What you talking about, Panda?
You thought it was easy but tricky, Bonarici? I don't know. I'm not doing very well on these tonight.
When I moved to Missouri, I was the only grandmaster who ever lived in Missouri. Now there's 1 billion grandmasters. Okay, ready?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you were the first, weren't you?
Mm-hmm. I was the best around. Mm-hmm. I got this one. If I moved to St. Louis, I'd be the worst player. Who's going to be in the Super Bowl next year? The teams that win the AFC and the NFC. Man, I thought I had the right answer, but then Confused John wrote what I wanted to do. So now I don't know. Well, then you did a good job of not solving it.
Let me see the queen. 3 pieces. So I thought it would be B4.
Before what? Uh-huh.
And then... Which move is it? Probably that one. Check.
Mark's doing well, Panda. He texted me today they're having snowstorms all day.
No, but the bishop is loose.
Go, Bemin. Hooray.
It's harder than I thought it was, so let me just look for a second.
Mm-hmm.
If I go check. Takes from the pawn. Oh wait, maybe that's still fine. Oh yeah, that is still fun. That was dumb. All right, knight d6.
No.
No?
And then he plays pawn takes. You're giving up a knight and you'll win a knight.
Oh, yeah, I already went through all this, too, because I said that the bishop's loose, and I forgot.
Right, you can't play c5 or
I forgot.
Yeah, it's just...
I forgot. I already even said it out loud. Oh, the bishop's loose. Or maybe, that was dumb. All right, c5 first.
Close.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, you take this, because that threatens knight d6 and that forks 2 pieces.
Oh, yeah, so they have to take
The reason c5 doesn't work is actually difficult. Is black has one move here. King b8. Stopping knight d6 check, and the knight can't move because the bishop's hanging. But here, we're threatening this too, so... What?
Well, the reason I didn't think that was right was based on a fallacy, but it turns out it's wrong.
Wait, why is that wrong? How does that not win? Oh, he plays here. He plays knight e5. And then if I play knight d6 check, he can take it with the queen. Wow. So c5, king b8, I don't know what to do because I can't move my knight. And then you said knight d6, but then he takes, and that's not right. I mean, c5 is the only other move. That's weird. It's c5, king b. I didn't see what to do.
Right. Well, I mean, I still get it wrong because I didn't understand it.
No, you said... What was the first move you said? You said this, right? Yeah. I think your second move is
you're right, yeah.
It is there.
Okay.
3182. I have to look up what to do against king b8. There's one winning move here, and it's knight f3? Wow. Because that defends the bishop. Defending the bishop other ways doesn't seem to work. The second best move is bishop f1. What? And this doesn't work as a knight e5. I didn't see knight e5.
Right. Yeah. I didn't see any of this.
Yeah, that doesn't work. Oh, well, I got it wrong, and you got it more right than I did.
Nah, I didn't understand anything. Darn, that was a hard puzzle.
That was 3,200 or something. 3182.
That was interesting. I just didn't understand all the ins and outs.
See ya, Panda.
Bye, Panda. He's got to go lift some weights.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. I did get to 2,700 the last stream yesterday. The last game. There's Moobot telling you.
Let's see. Well, I had one idea and then I thought of something else.
That's right, confused John. Oh yeah, I didn't type my weight in yet. Go Mubot.
I can't tell. I have two ideas, and I don't know which one is correct.
Then take your time.
Okay.
Ooh, John Bartholomew's streaming, and Chess Broad, and Chess Coach Net, and London. Okay, this is the craziest thing that's ever happened ever. London has 16 viewers. 16 instead of 1. Right. Usually he has 0 or 1. Those are the 2 options. He's doing Star Wars game.
That's crazy. It's so many.
16. Damn.
So I was thinking. I'm still not sure. Queen H4.
That's right.
Okay.
Like the best move is F4, but I think taking either way wins. So I don't think it's going to play F4. I think Queen takes and Bishop takes wins for different reasons. Yeah, so it just didn't play F4 because they both win.
So what I was trying to do is make sure I wasn't supposed to sack my bishop with check and then get
that. Also is good because you win a pawn.
But it wasn't as good, yeah. But I knew the other one was winning a piece. But then I thought, well, maybe there was a mate I was somehow missing.
Yeah, so like in this position, if he plays F4, I thought, taking both ways wins. The engine says so. Like you could take this, then I thought you'd play Bishop B6, and then like I don't see a mate, but I'm winning.
Right.
Yeah, it says I'm +9, and then it looked like Bishop takes also 1 because if he plays G3, I can take it, and then I can take it. Then if you play King here, this is mate. So you have to play King here, and then at the very worst, I can take and then take this, and I'm up 3 pawns. So I was like, well, they both win, so it's not going to play F4, and F4 is the only move that doesn't lose a piece. So it's 23-40. Yeah, you got it right.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad. You got one, T-Money? Who is London? London is a friend of ours. I know him a little bit better than Ben from karaoke, but he's also a musician and a streamer. We rate him every once in a while. I haven't seen him in a while. He has a great voice. Worth checking out. Londoa.
Yeah, he's playing Star Wars now.
Yeah. I tried to tell him I thought he should do some kind of streaming of his music. He has done some with the tools that he uses. He's got recordings. He has a YouTube channel, but he mostly does that dumb Star Wars game.
Yeah, and Chess Coach now has been doing New World.
Yeah, I've noticed that before. I don't know what that is at all. Yeah. Does anybody know what New World is?
I really know what Star Wars is. Yay.
Yeah.
How many GMs are American approx ? I don't know, about 70, I guess.
I forgot what MMO even stands for.
Ready?
Yeah, what are the different kinds of games? We got first-person shooters, some MMO that people like for... I don't know what MMO is. I don't like video games a whole lot. I did some when I was younger, but they're boring to me. Oh, darn, that didn't work.
Yeah, I think my answer was right.
I'm just gonna keep looking.
Mm-hmm. This puzzle's pretty difficult.
Mm-hmm. Right there.
Man, they were making fun of the Brooklyn Nets on, Charles and Kenny and Shaq and such. I don't know if it was that. Might have been somebody else saying they're a bad team, terrible. Go Brooklyn. They have all the pieces except a good player. They got everything else. Go Iraq. He loves me like a rock.
I have a different idea. Let me look at this.
Watching from Qatar.
There.
I wonder if you're a Qatar hero. Go Hotspurs. They have heart.
I think I did solve it, maybe. Okay. Well, I have some ideas. We'll just try 'em. It is hard. This one's hard. I don't want to just keep doing it all night. All right, Queen G4.
I agree. Then what'll he play?
91.
No, because then you just take it. He'll play Rook H2.
Okay, well, I didn't. Okay. All right, well, I gotta look another
But
minute.
that was the right move.
I didn't even really think of that. I was just thinking of the night. Right. There.
Suad Batesovich subscribed. Hooray!
Darn, I thought I knew it. I don't. Oh, wait, maybe I can do like a little creeping move.
Because I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo.
Let's see if I can do anything.
Scott Tenorman must die.
Maybe queen g3.
Mm-hmm. Then he's going to play rook here.
Okay. See there. Let's see if I got queen. Two. It's over there. Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh, it seems like it's queen f2.
After queen f2, king here, I didn't see a follow-up. You have to play knight h4. And the problem with queen f2, king h1, knight h4 is he plays rook g1. So if I play knight h4 now, he can't play rook g1. And then if he plays knight takes knight, we take his queen. And if he plays rook takes knight, we play queen takes mate. And if he does nothing, we play rook takes pawn check and mate him.
Darn, I didn't understand this puzzle at all.
So I think he has to play king h1. And the idea is if I take this, then he plays rook here. But I can play knight takes, and if queen takes, I trade queens, play rook takes h2, rook e2 check, and take the bishop. So I think it's knight h4. Okay, you just took that. So 31-10.
That was so hard.
Thanks, Gameatron, Trion.
I had some of the ideas. I just couldn't put it all together.
Yeah, I guess there's more than one way to win against the other variations. I'll show you what I was seeing.
Naka arrows.
I thought about king h1 so that if you take this, there's rook g1. Oh, actually, this move wins. Yes, he can't take it. But I thought this was winning. Because it is. I'm threatening mate. So you take, I trade queens, I trade rooks, and I play check. Oh, this isn't winning because this pawn is too strong. I didn't see that. So that's not right. Oh, I was supposed to play rook e1 check. And then take. I has to go here, then I win. Yep, so my variation was wrong, but it was winning for a different reason. That's too hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was hard.
I didn't even notice that this was a pass pawn. I was too busy looking over here.
Yeah, there was a lot going on.
Did you want to do one more or do blindfold?
We can do another one.
Okay. Okay, I got it. I mean, all the rooks were on the E file, so rook E3 doesn't really differentiate. And the answer is no, it doesn't work. And you're banned. Go debugger. It's 2 in the morning for debugger. How is he awake? Yeah, but thinking's not your strong suit. When white queens Leo or ACDF in your variation, it's check. So you're banned. It's the weekend. You mean the guy? Ladies and gentlemen, the weekend.
Okay. That won't work.
No, I think he's always awake at 2. I don't think it's the weekend. It is the weekend, but I don't think that's why he's awake. Everybody is working for him. Very good. He's a survivor.
So,
All right, what are the 3 groups I think are the same group?
Nine-
Survivor, Lover Boy, and who's the
E3.
third one? What's that?
93?
No.
Oh.
Survivor, Lover Boy, and what's the third one? There's 3 groups that are this. A Foreigner. Yes.
Foreigner. Oh,
Foreigner, Survivor, and Lover Boy are all the same group.
there's some similarities. Foreigner's the best out of that grouping. Go ahead. I don't know this.
So you play here, then you play here, then you check.
Okay.
And somebody
I wasn't
suggested
even looking at that
here,
square.
here, check, but then you move the king, so the pawn's queening. So you have to check now. Then you go here, and then you stop the guy from queening.
Oh, because you're
3160. Wow.
decoying the knight away. I didn't look at that at all. That's a cool puzzle, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Karen's saying, who does Everybody's Working for the Weekend?
For the weekend.
38 Special, maybe.
Oh yeah. No. That's too
Lover
exciting.
Boy?
Yeah, that's too exciting for 38 Special. Yeah, Lover Boy's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get all those bands mixed up from that same time period, even if they don't sound the same.
38
Lover
Special,
Boy.
that's Cummer's favorite.
There's a few of those bands that I associate because they're the same time period, but a couple of them don't sound like each other. I just can't get their songs straight. 38 Special's one. Turn Me Loose.
Turn Me
Is that them?
Loose. Is that who? It's one of them. Probably Lover Boy.
Turn Me Loose.
They're all the same group, so it's hard to say. I thought we was rat. I thought we was poison. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Or you want to do more the other thing?
Let's do another puzzle.
Okay. Turn me loose. Okay.
Yeah, that didn't work. Let's see.
Bonarici's answer was good until the moves became illegal.
Darn. I don't know why this one's so hard. I hadn't done very well tonight.
Etc. Right.
What?
Some guy wrote an answer and wrote etc.
Okay, Then king. So I was looking at F4.
Mm-hmm.
I had to make sure because. Okay, then F3. And here's the tricky part. Let's go there. You can't let you get behind it. That's King G3.
Mm-hmm. I'm wondering why King H3 doesn't win. And I don't see why. I mean, King G3 wins. I'm wondering why King H3 doesn't win. The way he played. Oh, if King H3, King E3 draws, then after King G2 we push. Yeah. Et maintenant, quoi?
F2.
Mm-hmm.
And then King G2.
Mm-hmm. 23-10.
That
Yay.
wasn't bad. I just was trying to be careful. Hey, party people. Hey, Bishop Takes. How's it going?
More puzzles or blindfold?
Hey, vegan Vatels. What are you in the mood to do? Seems like you want to do the blindfold.
Either way.
Keep bringing it up. Which is fine. Let's see how long.
You're leaving at 9:20, or I made that up?
Probably. Thank you, Past Pawn. Probably have to get off the stream maybe even a little bit before that, just so I can get ready.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah, let's do blindfold.
9:10 or 9:15. Okay. I forgot about my coffee and it got cold. All right, we're going to do a little blindfold.
That's a big blindfold.
So everybody send Ben a challenge. 5-minute unrated.
You know how to get back to play and do this? Go to the hand with the pawn thing under it. Go down. Yeah. Then go to play. Okay. And then here, go to live chess. Okay.
Yep, all good. Looks like we've got some challenges already.
Gotta do your glasses.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's get this first. And try to avoid
I can't see.
the ripped section.
Is Rip Hamilton there?
All right. Okay, just lean forward. And then, can you hold it in place? Is that how you want it?
Well, it wasn't over my eyes before.
Okay. Uh-oh, that's my phone. I'll have to. I think I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Can you kick? Well, it's under your foot. I'm gonna just. I don't even know why I had this alarm. There's something that must be happening. Oh, I know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
The poker. I actually don't know which awards they are, but the GPI awards maybe are tonight at 9:30 on Poker Go, and that's why I set the alarm. And so it might be that I put it on in the background just so I can kind of see.
Go, Caitlin Komeski.
Yeah, she's up for 2 awards,
Mm-hmm.
the poker awards. Anyway, let me get this turned my way. Turn me loose. And then we've got, oh yeah, I gotta clean my glasses real quick. And then we have a 470 vegan for Ben Finegold. And
That
then
sounds good.
And then we have a 1431. We have a 790. Are all those good?
Vegan's good.
Well, we'll start with vegan since vegan was first. Let me just clean my glasses real quick, folks. That's a bad thing Bishop takes. Yeah, you have to have a responsible bankroll management if you play poker. You can't just go blowing money all the time. And you have to play at small stakes if you're no good like me. You can't just be jumping into the big daddy waters. All right. I've got my glasses clean, and we're going to begin momentarily. You're black. F3.
Never do that. E5.
E4.
Bishop C5.
Knight C3.
Knight F6.
D3.
Castles.
Knight H3.
D5.
E takes D5.
Bishop takes H3.
G takes H3.
Knight takes D5.
Queen E2.
Knight F4.
Queen E4.
Knight C6.
Bishop takes F4.
E takes F4.
Queenside castle.
Rook E8.
Queen takes F4.
Bishop E3 check.
Queen takes E3.
Rook takes E3.
Bishop G2.
Queen G5.
King B1.
Always play King B1. Queen takes G2.
Rook H to E1.
Rook A to E8.
Knight D5.
Rook takes rook.
Knight C3.
Queen D2.
A3.
Rook takes rook check.
King A2.
Queen takes C2.
Knight takes D1.
Rook E2.
Resigned.
Hooray. I didn't play well that game. Ugh. I didn't see bishop takes f4 because I forgot he played d3. 0 mistakes, 0 blunders. Terrible. I can't see.
Okay, I gotta answer this text. Karen's text. I forgot that she texted.
Now
me.
I can see. I once was lost. I played 93.1 and he played 75. Although he is vegan, so he gets extra credit.
Okay.
So f3 is not good. f3 is arguably the worst first move that can be made, according to the this computer.
Well,
e4 is the last book move. d3 is inaccurate. ED is a mistake. Queen E2 is a mistake. Wow, so I played knight f4, you could have taken it. Which doesn't matter, I just didn't know you could take it.
wait, what do you mean?
I didn't see you could take my knight when I played knight f4. I thought the pawn was still here. Even though I knew he played d3, I forgot. Yeah, I think he should just take it here, although he's still losing. But that's a good move. Yeah, now he has to not take my pawn. He thought a long time, too, and then he took it. Queen takes f4 is good. This is a fair move. No, that's not a fair move. No. That's a great move. Yeah, then he
Those reports seem like
gave
nonsense.
his pieces away here. But better for the crowd would have been queen e2. But then he could play knight takes and play knight c1. Rook e2 is best. Yay. Most of the people would just take the knight, but I was like, I don't need that. I need this. Bam. So if it's my move here, this is what I saw. Let's say he plays here. Okay, I play check. If he plays king back, I have mate, so he has to take. Then I keep going back. I keep doing it. And then mate. That's what I was planning to do. Like if he didn't do anything, I was going to go here. He can't move his knight because it's mate. So it looked like I was going to go here next move. I thought he might play a4, and then I just do it quicker. It's just because it's fun to do. There's everything else is mate too. But you got to have fun in life. All right, well, I played in the 90s.
Well, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to do another one?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're going to do them for hours. Days. Weeks. Months. Years. Decades. Scores.
So I had to make sure tomorrow I want to get up super early.
Sesquicentennial. What? Get up early.
So I can't be out too late. Yeah, because I'm going to go to the gym. I don't like waiting till late in the day to exercise. Then it becomes very easy to not do it. Okay, lean up. And
make sure you exercise the gaskets.
I don't know if you guys feel that way, but when I'm trying to exercise, if I wait too late in the day, then it seems like I can't do it psychologically. I don't know why. I just like to get it done earlier. So it was like 4 o'clock or later, and then I thought, you know what? I can't go do the treadmill for 2 hours right now. I just couldn't do it. Oh, you like doing it 5 or later? Bonarici, I'm a morning person.
He meant 5 a.m. or later.
And so at nighttime, the later it gets, just the less good I am. All right, let's see. I'm just reading the chat for a moment. No, I can't. I'm not good at that kind of thing, Sergeant Major. You like to exercise on a schedule? Fit it in during lunch. Otherwise, you might not. Start chessing. I am. Okay. Let's see who we got. We'll just take the next one. Don't know openings. 790 rated.
Ugh, that's too high. Okay.
You're black. E4.
C5.
C4.
Knight C6.
Knight F3.
E5.
Bishop D3.
G6.
Knight C3.
Bishop G7.
Castles.
D6.
Knight D5.
Knight G to E7.
B3.
Castles.
Bishop B2.
F5.
E takes F5.
G takes F5.
Knight takes on E7.
You didn't say check.
Check.
Queen takes.
Bishop C2.
E4.
Knight E1.
Bishop takes B2.
Rook B1.
Bishop E5.
D3.
King H8.
D takes on E4.
F takes E4.
Bishop takes E4.
Queen H4.
H3.
Queen takes E4.
F3.
Never play F3. Queen E3 check.
King H1.
Queen F4.
Knight D3.
Queen H2 mate.
Yay.
I think I played okay that game. No, but I was having fun. Zero mistakes, zero blunders.
Hey, can I have my phone?
And choose mine.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I played in the 90s that game.
Hey, scoot over one more inch. Just so that I don't make
I
that
played
noise.
92.8 and he
Yeah.
played 73.4. No blunders, no misses, no mistakes. I made an inaccuracy. What? So this position's already better for black, even though the engine's is nonsense, because he can't play F4 and he can't play D4, but I can play F5. So I'm going to play G6, D6, Knight G7, Bishop G7, castles, F5, and he has no plan. He can't do a pawn break, so it's worse for him. And then that's bad. Danny Kopech's rolling around in his grave. Complicated joke. It doesn't like castles. It wants me to play F5 right away. But I didn't want to play F5 before I castled. Yeah, it already says I'm like close to winning. Yeah, that's a bad move. That's his best piece. I thought he might not see that. That's why I played E4. He has to play bishop takes G7. Still, this bishop's terrible. My knight has these good squares. I have an attack. So this just hangs a piece. In King H8, the idea is like what happened. If he takes, Queen H4, which is what happened, then he can play bishop D5 check if my king is there. But my king's not there. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to play rook g8 also. And so that's what happened. And this is like the other puzzle we had
I was
today.
thinking about the puzzle.
I was
I almost said something during the game.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to distract you. I was thinking that's our puzzle.
Yeah, and f3 is bad. It says it's excellent, but it's bad. I check him into the corner because otherwise his king can run out. And then he has to play king g1. But okay, he's down 2 pieces and getting mated. So
Not bad for the rating, though.
always feels nice to win, it says. Yeah, I agree.
Pretty good game for, for the rating. It was, you know what I'm saying, it was organized to some extent.
And so forth. Boy, I can show 3-digit rated players. Back up like I do because it's fun.
No.
Aw.
5-minute unrated. I'm going to get all of my stuff this time.
Yeah, I play better blindfold. Look at the board. I play terrible.
Well, you haven't played any higher rated ones yet.
No, I'm not doing that.
Okay, might I point that out?
No. Ooh, I got another cameo. I did
Alright,
one
I need
yesterday.
To see real quick if. Man. I was just making sure Karen didn't get back with me. I mean, she's going now, I think. Okay. Let's try to make it a little bit longer.
Don't forget to donate. It's time for the second train.
Yeah, that's not long enough.
That's true, a blunderful life. That's true.
Okay. Now go ahead and adjust it.
Adjust. Do I have to say Jadoub?
And then lean up. These are not really quite long enough. Darn. I didn't do a very good job this time. I don't think it'll stay on. See if it'll stay on.
Oh, yeah, it definitely stays on.
Oh, okay, because I only did a single knot. It could fall off.
Nah, it won't fall.
All right. All right, well, we got it. Let's see if there's anything going on in the chat. Doesn't look too important. So we're going to continue with the chess. I did read all your messages, or at least glance. You know what? Real quick, I missed the beginning of the poker because I got sidetracked. I guess I won't do it now. Well, when we're done here, I'm going to put it on my phone. All right, so we have poor Nicholson at the 2211 rating.
I'm not playing a 2211.
All right, and then we'll take 1431.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That'll be a little bit of a challenge. Okay, we got it.
D4.
You're black.
I'm black again, 3 in a row.
E4.
C5.
Knight F3.
Knight C6.
D4.
CD.
Knight takes.
Knight F6.
Knight C3.
D is in David 6.
Bishop D2.
Knight takes D4. I think he mouse slipped. I think he meant to move his bishop to E3.
F4.
And he landed on D2. Knight C6.
Always retreat.
Mm-hmm.
Bishop C4.
G6.
Castles.
Bishop G7.
Queen F3.
Castles.
F5.
Knight to E5.
Queen E2.
Knight takes C4.
Queen takes C4.
Knight G4.
F takes G6.
H takes G6. Yay. Noises.
Yay. Something happened.
Let's get a train going. A blindfold train. Just like in
Rook
Greece.
F4.
Queen B6 check.
King F1.
Knight takes H2 check.
King E2.
Bishop G4 check. Yay, let's get a train going. Blindfold train.
King D3.
Bishop E6.
Oh, wait. Did the wrong one. More time.
Mm-hmm.
Queen A4.
Rook A to C8.
Knight D5.
Bishop takes D5.
Pawn takes D5. E takes D5.
Mm-hmm. F5.
Bishop C3.
Rook takes C3 check. Always sack the exchange.
B takes C3.
Queen B2 as in pen.
Rook E1.
Bishop takes C3 check.
That's not gonna be a check.
It's this king's on D3, I guess. Sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah, if I would have taken with a queen if I knew his king was on D3. I did know, and then I put it on D2.
No.
I don't know why I did that. That was weird.
I should have waited.
That was weird. No, that was my fault. That was just me being dumb.
Rook H1.
Knight G4.
Queen B3.
Queen takes B3.
A takes B3.
Bishop E5.
Rook A4.
Knight F2 check.
They resigned.
I thought my time ran out because I was playing slow.
No, I mean, you have a minute and a half.
Oh, Knight F2 check's a good move because I win their rook.
Yeah. Knight F.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, I was hoping they'd move their rook horizontally. One mistake, one blunder. No, I played bad. This guy was higher rated than both of my opponents before him combined. True story. I only played like 83 this game. Very embarrassing. Yeah, I wasn't playing well. I thought he was 14 something. He's 15 something. Oh, there he is, 14 something. I played 81.6 and he played 73.3. This says I made no blunders and no mistakes.
Good game, Lord FGS.
But look, I made no mistakes, no blunders, and no misses, and I play 81.6. I mean, what do you want me to do? Come on, give me a break. Great win. You saw your chance and took it. All right, so I think
Storm, how's it going?
if you're in the chat, did you mouse slip? He probably meant to play either here or here, and he played Bishop D2. I assume that's a mouse slip.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jeebus. We broke 1,300 subs again. We need to get back to 1,400. Yeah, it was a mouse slip.
Yeah, I wondered if it
That's
was.
too bad to mouse slip when you're waiting to play a Grandmaster. Right? Okay, then the rest of the game's silly because I'm just winning. Plus 7, 8.
He still did pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I should do here. Let's see what it says. Okay, that's excellent. That's best. That's best. I guess I played well. Here, I think I should play Queen takes B2, but maybe not. F5's excellent. Okay. Rook takes C3 is excellent. Not the best move, but an interesting. Yeah, always sack the exchange. Yeah, Bishop takes C3 is like double question mark. Then he can play Rook takes here, which he didn't. Yeah, I thought it was check. Otherwise, I would have played it. Excellent.
Yeah.
I was still winning. It doesn't matter.
I guess next time I could have said, well, that's not check. Well, I mean, you could go there.
No,
so
I still have to play it. Yeah, then he blundered. He has to play Rook here.
Hey, Major Blazer, how's it going?
Then I said Knight F2 check when he resigned. I mean, I might have lost on time, but I'm up 2 pieces. So. Wait, how do we get to level 4? Wow, I must have missed a lot of stuff. ZL1 Corvette subscribed. Zweb Chess subscribed. Oh no, ZL1 Corvette gifted a sub. And then Jeebus I got. What happened before Jeebus?
I don't know. During the game, I can't do both. So I just ignore it.
Thanks for the sub. Jeebus gave another sub. And then 100 bits from Wes. And then Abby Lex subscribed. I missed all this stuff because I was busy being blindfolded. Yay, we have more than 1,300 subs. Thanks for the support, everybody. Any advice on memorizing the board coordinates? Yes, play thousands of games.
I'm still
The
not the
end.
greatest. I reverse them sometimes.
You didn't do anything wrong.
No, this time, but I'm just saying, even like just in my own games, if when I write it down or when I'm moving for you, I get it backwards sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
If I was focused really hard on trying.
And when are you leaving?
Let's see, it's almost 9,
9.
and then I don't want to get there too early. Although they don't smoke in there anymore, so it's not gross. I'd probably leave here about 9:20, so I need to get upstairs about 9:10.
Mm-hmm.
So we could do. Why don't we do some more puzzles to finish it
Okay.
Because otherwise it's going to be a little bit rushed if we do one more game. I mean, or we could do one more game.
No, the puzzles.
Or
Well, are you
2
doing
more
it?
games. Okay.
Ready?
We're going to end it. We're going to do a few more puzzles. Then I'm leaving. Then Ben, you're going to play people your own rating.
Mm-hmm. Try to get to 2750 or 2650.
I'm going to go to karaoke.
Whichever's funnier. Okay, I got it.
Man, you're so fast.
That's what she said. She just said it. Everybody in the club getting tips. That was the most literal. Are you gonna sing Sarah by Stevie Nicks? Lawful Waffle says.
No.
Have you ever sung that?
Yeah. I'm going to sing. I don't even know what I'm going to sing.
That's the best Sarah. The second best is Sarah Smile by Hall & Oates.
I like
and the
that.
third
I
best.
sang that one too.
The third best is Sarah by, Jefferson and Starship or something. Terrible.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. All right, let me focus for a second. Yeah.
Favorite Korchnoi match? I think the one he played in Southeast Asia. It was Korch Hanoi. What about Sarah Palin? Yeah, what about her? I don't know if I was supposed to play Korchnoi a match. Then he got ill and didn't show up. He told us he wasn't coming. And then I played Ray Robson instead, who was taller, thinner, and 70 years younger. Oh, snap.
So I think the first move is G5. No?
Then he plays king here, the only legal move. Then we have nothing.
Oh, I didn't think about Rook H8. Oh, because I was thinking I could do Rook F4 and then Rook H7, but none of that works.
Probably Bishop G8 or Bishop G6. Because Rook H8 hangs the bishop. But Bishop G6 seems good.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yay, Hype Train success, level 4. And we have 1,000 viewers. Hooray. Such strong support.
I'm stifling my yawns. This time of night, I'm so tired. I can't believe I can ever do anything. There and then there.
2,200 viewers. What else? Hey guys, we did puzzles, then blindfold, now puzzles. Karen's going to leave in 5 minutes. Then I'm going to play people my own rating.
What about Rook F5?
Correct. Okay. What's the idea?
Yeah, then... Yeah, if you check, and then if you go Rook H5, and then he takes with the bishop, then you can go G5.
Right, I saw that in 1 second, and I was like, there's no difference to that. Right, yeah. 2962. Yeah, it's just like one idea, and I saw it quick.
Yeah, but I was looking at the other idea that didn't work.
I played 3 blindfold games, not 2. Man, the truth hurts.
Is the stream botted?
We have Vinay bot watching sometimes, so maybe. We...
All right, well, let's do another one. You wonder if I'll get the daily puzzle? What daily puzzle?
Mm-hmm.
I know chess.com used to have one, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I hadn't done it in years. Oh, excuse me. I probably shouldn't go anywhere.
I guess I got it. Patrick Kane to the Rangers will be good if he's able to, play well, etc. Your first move for black, Leor, just hangs the black rook to the bishop on f7. What? You're giving some kind of complicated answer, which is silly. So you're banned.
So, okay, let's see there.
Man, the answers are so bad. I think I'm getting cancer.
My answer's gonna be bad. Once I finalize my bad answer.
Lee Chess is banned.
If they block. That way. Check. I think that gets it.
It says London moved to Saudi Arabia and married 15 women, and they're watching his stream.
What?
Yeah, that's why he has so many people watching his stream. Oh, snap.
Okay. All right, so I think bishop f6.
Never play f6.
That's wrong.
Yeah, that's wrong.
All right, well, go ahead.
So the rook's trapped, so you attack it, then you attack it, you attack it, and then he resigns.
I thought there was a mate.
25-51. Yeah,
I
rook
was-
here loses for 2 reasons, and rook here loses to bishop e6. I thought he'd play rook g4.
Darn.
You can only marry 4. No.
I wasn't even looking at the right thing.
Then how does he have so many viewers? He only has 9 now. Okay.
He probably got a raid.
What? We ready?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you have to go? It's 9:06.
I can do one more.
Okay.
And then... Yeah, Poker Goes stream. I forgot that they have a stream. They have the
Okay.
awards
Oh
on
wait,
there.
my answer is wrong. Oh, my answer isn't wrong. I thought my answer was wrong because I saw a defense, but then I refuted the defense. So my answer is not wrong. Hooray! My wrong answer was right. It's like making my brown eyes blue. See if the Hawks are playing tonight. They're up 80-69 against the Trailblazers. And the end of the third quarter is about to end. Wow, DeJounte Murray has 31 points in the third quarter. God damn. Trae Young has 10 points? Wow. I wonder if he got injured in the second quarter and left the game. 10 points. Man, terrible. Capella has 11 boards. Good. Lillard only has 23. Only. Cam Reddish only has 10. We're playing good defense. It doesn't sound like us. Must be a misprint.
I get so away. Let's see.
Yeah, I read this earlier. In the Georgian parliament, the country, not us, they started fighting. The guys in suits were punching each other and throwing tables and stuff. Now I don't know which Georgia's worse. Yeah.
Darn, I don't know the exact moves. Let me try some different.
Well, then find the inexact moves. Everybody have good plans for the weekend? Anybody? No? Something? Go the weekend. He's my favorite performer. Also, I don't know anything he's done. We need Adam Wallace to give 94 subs. Get back to 1,400. Dinner at the grandkids' house. Your grandkids have a house? Damn. I wonder if it's your kids' house and they have kids. If your grandkids have a house, that means you're like 80. Nobody 80 watches Twitch. It's funny, when I was a kid, they called it jizz. Now they call it Riz. Interesting. Latter, not the former. My plan is to call out of work because I'm sick. Well, that's good. I'm here because I got banned. How do I unban myself? How are you talking if you're banned? What?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I know Riz is a different thing. It's called comedy. Terrible.
That doesn't work. I don't know.
Okay, so it's queen b3 check. If the king goes here or here, this is mate.
Yeah, I saw that.
If the king goes here, queen c4 check, king here, rook here, mate.
So I wasn't sure.
If the king goes here, we check, bishop c5, queen here, check, king here, queen takes and mate.
Yeah.
We're not sure about the difference. Why?
Well, like if I went queen b3,
Uh-huh.
and then I could either take the knight.
You don't. You're trying to mate him. You don't care
I know.
about
I'm
that.
talking about if he goes on the c file.
That's fine.
You said
If
queen
he goes
c4.
king here, yeah, this allows him to go here, block one more move. But this is just quicker. This wins too.
So you don't get blocked by the
But
queen.
he could. I mean, this is just quicker. It doesn't matter. This wins too. But he could play king here. And if he plays king here, you don't want to take the knight because bishop here check, or bishop here. So if he plays king c6, you check here, and then you check here, and then you take the bishop.
Oh.
If he plays here, I don't know.
Well, that explains the difference.
Then he just played there.
You said there wasn't a difference. It seems like I have to be
Yeah.
further
So
up.
2750.
Darn, oh yeah, I wasn't ever going to get there. So I'm glad we moved on.
Karen reminds me of Mona Lisa while she thinks about the puzzle.
All right, well, I didn't do the greatest tonight. Hey, Snack, how's it going? Yeah, I didn't do well. But, you know, I did better last night. Who knows why?
It's not to reason why, it's but to do and die. Shattered and sundered, stormed at with shot and shell. She that had fought so well.
Okay, so you're going to keep going.
Grandmasters to the
See you
right
guys,
of her.
I have to head out.
Grandmasters to
I'm
the
going to
left of her.
karaoke.
Shattered and sundered. All right, have fun.
Yeah, you guys have a good time. Ben's going to get his rating up.
Something.
Yeah. Let me see. Guess I can take this one down. Bye.
Bye, sweetie. Maybe let the dogs out before you leave. Yeah. All right, time to play chess. Get that rating down. I mean, up. Whichever's funnier. I'm the saddest. Yeah, I like my chair. I never play chess unless I'm playing on this stream. Man, it's hard to find an opponent. And that's the NFT. At least 400. More like 800. Oh, snap. Canadian Dragon, eh? No emails. What? He moved. Oh, I have a lot of emails. They're really important, too. Man, all garbage. Typical emails. mess this up. And good. Try not to lose on time like I always do. Then I play badly. Yay, thanks, Jeebus. You're the best. Yeah, I can't do anything. Jesus. And Jeebus. Yeah, how did I lose this game? I was 2 winning. Yeah, that was embarrassing. I was winning so much. I have more time. So, of course, I lost. Stop the game. It's too exciting. Yay, I won a game. Look at me, I'm Sandra Oh. Somebody else. Sweden? Yes. If I win this game, I'm 26.99. I wanted to take on Passat. Yay, 26.99. Even better than 2,700 or something. I don't know. One mistake, 0 blunders. That's pretty good. How's everybody doing? Good? Good? Good. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. I put a challenge out, but nobody's challenging it or something. All right, if everybody gives 5 subs, we'll get to 1,400. We need 12 of you to hook me up. And then I'll give 5 subs. In fact, I'll start. Everybody give 5 subs who can. And I'll start it off because I want to get back to 1,400. I was there 3 days ago. And then I got crushed. Yay, thank you, GM Benjamin Finegold, for 5 subs. Hooray. Bon Cloud Transvestite. Interesting name. Austria. Nobody ever plays C5 anymore. Everybody plays D5. Should probably learn that. Yay, go Ben Finegold. Yeah, the Carol Khan's good. Spelled it right. That's pretty good. Go Carol Khan. Come on, people. We need 5 subs. It's Austria. I looked it up. Ten subs? I'm playing faster than him. All right, it'll be my peak rating for a while if I win. 2703. Hooray, 2703. Go, Ben. Didn't even see that pawn was attacked. Whoa, he doesn't want his piece back? Okay. Cool. Then you won't get it back. Yay, 2707. I'm the best. Just not at chess. This is my highest rating in like a year. No, now I can lose it all for a little more on white. White goes first. Oops. I'm gonna play it here. Hooray for Ben. Oh, I didn't see that. Hooray for my opponent. I thought the game was over. Yeah. Now I'm just winning instead of like he resigns. He is pretty lost. Worst pawn structure ever, worst king ever, worst knight and queen ever. But he's playing the worst opponent ever. Me! I'm the worst. No, I didn't see that. I thought I was winning a piece. Two passed pawns, what else? Nobody gave 5 subs but me? Boo, boo. Yay, thanks, Wes. Thanks, Finegold. I have 35 seconds? Jesus. Worst game ever. Yay, 2714. 200 bits. Thank you. Yeah, I realized I had no time. Then I play like a maniac. Stupid. A stupid maniac. I'm a maniac on the chessboard. And I'm resigning like I've never resigned before. Brazil? Ooh, let's play a Kali. I never play that. Finegold gifted a sub. Hooray. Oh my God. You're the stupidest person who ever lived. Jesus. God, how did I lose that game? Oh well, I guess I played bad. That'll explain it. Still 2,700 after that? Yeah, that should be 2,500. God, A4, Rook A1. Jesus. What a dummy. Country is this? Estonia. Ooh. I'm so bad. God, what happened to me? When did I become? I mean, he could have played this so many moves, and I saw it, and then I like forgot about it. It would have won earlier for him. 5 moves ago, 4 moves ago, 3 moves ago. God, I'm so dumb. Okay. No wonder I can't keep 2,700. I blunder every move. That was no fun. No, 2,700. Then I'll be higher rated than him if I win. Man, I'm playing bad. At least you got to do what you're good at. Playing bad. Yay, thanks, Finegold. You're the best. Go, Ben. Oh, the knight's defending the rook. Well, in that case. Jesus Christ. Damn. Hey, we have the exact same rating. All right, if I win this game, I'm done. Then I'll be whatever 2706. That's a slight improvement over when the stream started. Doesn't say who it is. There's a French GM who beat me in this line in a tournament game 35 years ago. Jean-Marc de Grave. I wonder if it's him. Beating me again. Which is funny. He beat me in a slow game. Who else knows this old theory but old French GM that I already lost to in this line 35 years ago? That B6 is terrible, frankly. I guess it doesn't matter against me if the moves are bad or not. Falling into every trick. Losing on time. Hooray, 2706. 5 mistakes, 2 blunders. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be playing you guys sub Saturday and such, mainly and such. Let's see.